Hey, what's up guys, it's Carson, and today I'm going to go ahead and make a testosterone update video. I'm a little bit over 15 months on testosterone, and I originally was only going to make a year and a half and a 2-year update, but I've actually had a lot of changes between 1 year and a year and 3 months. So if I'm going to make a year and 6 months, I just kind of want to see the changes that happen from the 3 to the 6 month mark. So this one will be a little bit quicker than the previous ones, but yeah. Also, I haven't been making a lot of videos because quarantine, been working a lot. And I didn't get a haircut for like 3 months, and I know that really shouldn't bother me, but I really wasn't digging my hair. And yes, I got it cut last week and dyed. First time I've ever gone blonde. I think it looks pretty good, although I already feel like it's looking long again, which is weird because usually when I get a haircut, I think it takes a few weeks for me to like grow into it, where now I already feel like I'm growing into it too fast. But I already have a haircut appointment in like 2 weeks, made up a month appointment essentially, but usually I go every 4 to 6 weeks. And the last time I had to go over 3 months, it was getting ridiculous. I maybe made a video on it. I don't know. But anyway, so the first update, or the biggest change I've had, and I noticed it right around 14 months, is facial hair. And when I looked at my year, I didn't really have much facial hair, and actually, you probably can see it. Hopefully it shows up okay on this. I mean, I can see it in the viewfinder, and I usually wear glasses, and I'm pretty blind, so, I mean, I can see it here, but I didn't really know it was that noticeable, but I had 3 people in 1 week go, wow, you're growing a full beard now, huh? So it must be a little bit more obvious than I thought it was, but it's growing pretty well in the sideburn area. It does grow here decently well. It's even growing on my neck. Mustache is still kind of thin, and I have been dyeing it. I don't know that it's dyed right now. I'm pretty sure it's not. But since it's summer, I spray tan. And the issue with dyeing facial hair is that I have 2 shades. I have like dark blonde and like light brown. And they're only 1 shade apart. But when I did the blonde, it literally did nothing. Like you couldn't see it at all. So I went 1 shade darker. And then I don't know if like the spray tan like altered it. But it almost came out black. And I had to like shave everything. And I've done that twice now where I was like, okay, I'll just leave it on for a little bit less time this time. And both times it came out so dark, it looked ridiculous, so like I had to shave it all. So this is like, I think 2 or 3 weeks of growth, and there is, I'm pretty sure no dye on this. If there is, it's like just a little bit through here, and it's probably just about grown out. So I'm going to go ahead and try blonde again next time if I dye it, but try to make it a little bit more noticeable, but without being like ridiculous. So, but that's like the biggest physical change I had from 1 year to even like just 1 year and 2 months was I actually can grow somewhat decent facial hair. It's not like the greatest, but I actually really like that. I also am getting a little bit of peach fuzz on my chest, so I'm kind of wondering if at a year and 6 months if I'll actually have maybe some chest hair. I don't have like a ton of stomach hair. I will show it in a second, but I don't think I'm going to be like a super hairy dude, which is great because I really don't want to be like super hairy, but I want to be masculine, so there's that. And that is like pretty much all of the physical changes. And then the last thing I want to talk about is more of like sort of a mental change. So if you watch my old videos, I said I identified as asexual. So I would rather make a whole video on my sexuality. But basically, my whole life I identified as a straight female. So you'd probably think, well, when I transition to male, I'd be a gay male, right? Well, that just the whole concept like blew my mind. Like I've made a video about that, how I think it's weird to be gay and trans. Like it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. And like I've watched tons of videos on YouTube about guys that say like, oh, I can be penetrated by, you know, a cis guy, and it doesn't make me feel less of a man. And for a long time, I was like, there's like no way I could do that. It would make me feel female. It would make me feel dysphoric, and I'm not there yet. But I feel like I'm getting there. They say testosterone, well, a lot of people say, you know, it makes you gay, changes your sexuality. I don't necessarily think it like has made me gay or changed my sexuality, but I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with the idea of maybe potentially being with a guy one day. I now don't feel asexual anymore. So like I said, I identified as straight female for like my whole life. And then right around when I started transitioning, I started to identify as asexual. I was like, I'm not interested in anyone. Don't want a girlfriend. Don't want a boyfriend. Like, don't like anybody. And I really held on to that identity for probably at least 2 years. And I was like very into that. Like, no, I'm 100% asexual. Then in the last like few months, I've been like questioning, I guess would be the best way to say it. I'm like, I kind of like girls and I kind of like guys. There's things about girls I like and there's things about guys I like. I've never been sexual with a girl, so it's hard for me to 100% say, like, yes, I like women, but when I see women, they can make me, attracted to them. I can look at a girl and go, oh, yeah, like, she's hot, but at the same time, I can look at a guy and go, he's hot too. And even, like, sexual, I'm like, yeah, like, she's hot. Like, I would get in bed with her, and same thing with guys. So now I'm like, okay, now I think maybe the best identity for me is bisexual. But for a long time, I was, like, really pushing, like, I don't want to be attracted to men because I feel like if I'm attracted to men, like, that makes me female. And I do have theories on why I feel like so many trans men still like men, which I really think has to do with biology. And I think, like, if you're attracted to men before you transition, well, the attraction never changes. So even though you change genders, you're still attracted to what you were attracted before. And like I said, I was attracted to men before, but I just feel like, especially at the beginning of my transition, I was very, like, I suppressed, I don't want to like men. And I've heard some trans men say that you get more comfortable with your masculinity the further on testosterone you get. And maybe that's some of it too. Maybe it's like, I'm finally starting to feel like, I feel like I could be with a man and it would be like a gay relationship, not a straight relationship. Like I said, not quite there yet. And I think still a lot of that is because I haven't had top surgery, haven't had a hysterectomy, so part of me still feels female. Like, a lot of times when I look in the mirror, I still expect to see a girl, and so I think that can play a little bit into the role of, like, why I don't want to like men. But I feel like it is getting there. I feel like I am liking men a little bit more than I did before. So I think that's a little bit of a change from testosterone, or just the fact that I've been on testosterone for so long. So I don't know if I'll ever be, like, 100% gay, because I don't know, I still think I kind of like girls a little bit, but I don't know if I'll really know until I try a girl. So, but right now, I still don't want to date anybody because I still don't feel, like, super comfortable in myself. Like, I feel like if I dated a girl, it might be like a lesbian relationship, or maybe she would look at it that way. And same thing, if I dated a man, I feel like they would maybe look at it. I don't know, I would just have to find the right person. So, like, I'm on, like, a couple dating sites, but I almost never get on them, or, like, swipe right or left or whatever. We send, like, a couple messages back and forth, and then that's usually the end of it. So, yeah. One thing that hasn't changed, oh my gosh, body fat redistribution. I feel like it's starting to change. God, I hope by 2 years. Like, yeah. I have been doing low calorie for probably almost, it feels like a month, and I've lost, like, 7 pounds maybe, which I wish I was losing it faster, and I haven't been able to work out a ton. Gyms still aren't fully open 24 hours, but it does look like it's starting to shape out a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show that just because. So, still have a little bit of curvature here that I don't like, that I just feel like really is accentuating my hourglass shape. And then you might be able to see some of that stomach hair there, which I feel like that's probably about all we're going to get. It's like, it is masculine looking, but I do kind of wish it was more. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much my year and 3 month testosterone update. Not like a ton of changes, but enough changes where I actually did want to document them. That way, like I said, in 3 more months, I can go back and see what's changed in the last 3 months. So, thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked it, and I will see you guys later.